than the people that's on duty. And I know Miss Dr. Keith's on duty. CTA, we good?
I'm looking. I think we're.
Math,
Where's Jay? Jay's up there.
social studies. and recreation. All right, well.
They might be on
Listen,
TV. I don't
before I
know.
forget,
Yeah,
I'm gonna pass this sheet around, and if your computer is not working, just, wait, just sign by your name, this sheet. Now, they said to get on Infinite Campus, if you can try to log in as a student, and y'all know what that means better than I do, that it might get you on Infinite Campus. Does that make sense? So you try logging in as a student? Yeah, okay.
Dr. Gray.
Yes, sir.
On the subject of computers, the computer labs, anybody else having trouble with printers, trying to print anything?
They're a mess. They
Yeah,
are.
that's
I mean,
amazing.
now yesterday was because of everything going on, but there are issues with it, and just if everybody could maybe after you're in there, kind of straighten up in there too, because it's a mess.
It stays a mess and okay.
And the computers don't print. It's we got to get with the technology
Yeah, I'm just trying
folks.
to do his.
We talking the CTA?
Just the one beside me, CTA Lab.
Yeah, and I mean, even we're having trouble printing, but we can handle ours.
I mean, last week, I've been trying to do his today stuff, it's been total bulldog.
Okay.
Yeah, they
can't-
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Okay.
And we can't stop what we're doing and go over there and like clean up and work on those printers and stuff.
So we got two issues going on.
We got two issues going
All
on
right,
there.
we got the printers and the CTA, well, three issues. We got-
supposed to be going on with computers?
Hold on, one thing at a time.
Here.
Hold on, let me address one thing at a time. All right, the CTA lab, when we use it as teachers, we need to make sure that we clean up, straighten up,
Yeah.
log off, and things like that.
I wonder if we need a checklist for them to like do when they, I mean, it is that bad.
Because see, OFTC comes in first thing in the mornings,
And it's a
and
mess.
it's embarrassing. Like, I mean, there's just paper strewn everywhere. There's candy, paper. I mean, just trash from eating, and
Everything's
chairs a mess. And I just,
Strong.
I mean, I know the janitors do the floors and all, but a lot of times they won't mess with the papers on the desk because they don't know if it's something that somebody needs. And they're just strode, and it's just a mess. It's kind of embarrassing when somebody's coming in from. And I try to go over there, but I can't do it every day.
No,
I
it's
can't.
not your responsibility. So when we're in the lab, I don't know
That's
who's in
one
there.
problem.
When we're in the lab, y'all just clean the
Tighten it
lab and just treat it like people are following you. Y'all know I don't need to go into a big speech.
Yeah, Andy, it's not
I
you.
don't want to go into a big speech over
Yeah.
teachers not cleaning up the CTA lab. I mean, I'm just, come on, y'all. Let's just do what we're supposed to do. If you use the lab, make sure the kids are clean it up. Make sure the chairs and the desks and it's presentable for the next day. I will check on the printers in the CTA lab and the printers in the, you said the media center, Mr. Rath?
well, we tried, one of the media center, been in there several days, and couldn't get it to work.
Okay. And also, while we talk about printers, you know those printers that you have in your rooms now, you can't do bulk printing on them. You know, you can do bulk printing. I know they don't have all the bells and whistles and put holes and staple and stuff like that. But if, you know, before when we were giving you cartridges, you know, you limited. But that's the reason we went to those printers, is so if you need to do bulk printing, you can do it right there from your desk. Like I said, I know they don't staple and all of that kind of stuff, but yeah, that's just a reminder. Now, Ms. Garner, what were you saying?
I didn't know what was wrong with computers yesterday.
Oh, I know the network was down,
They
and
were doing an update too.
yeah, they were doing some kind of updates to them. And then I know, I don't think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just got 4 people that still have computer issues.
I hadn't, I don't know yet if I'm having trouble.
Okay, but as of yesterday, you were okay? Okay, so these are the people that still have. You ain't got nothing to say? Okay. You signed, you on here? Okay, all right.
I think we need to shut down.
All right, well, if you change this sheet will be with Ms. Smith.
And if you do shut down and you restart, it probably is gonna do its circling and updates and take a little while. It took all of first period yesterday for mine to do it. So I mean, just go give it time. And then it came to life and it worked well and it printed and everything was good,
Now,
so.
another thing we need to continue, and I don't think this has something to do with it, I just remember years ago, they were telling us shut down every night because if there are updates going on, that's when it happens at night. So just, I know I shut down every night, and is it a pain? Do I just want to come in the morning and log in and stuff? Yeah, but I know they do a lot of updating at night, and y'all remember they was telling us, make sure you shut your computers down every night. Well, that's still in effect, because they do a lot of updates at night. All right, just real quick, just some reminders. We're gonna try to do in English. I know y'all are tracking the climate surveys through the English department. I heard from Ms. Johnson, we're gonna do that Monday, because that's the last group that we have to get a climate survey on. Again, I just remind you of our agreement with the morning duty. We took away the 15 minutes, but the agreement was that everybody will be in their duty station on time. So, because you have to realize it, at 7:15, we're very minimum manning. I told the department chairs this, but I know we met yesterday, so I know y'all hadn't had time to meet with them. But we're very minimum. If Mr. Bates has to cover for Coach May if he's at a workshop, then I have basically 3 people. I have 1 administrator in the cafeteria, and Coach English and the resource officer out by the metal detector. That's it. And if everybody's there, I have 4 people: Mr. Bates, Miss Ingram, and the 2 at the metal detector. And then sometimes between 7:15 and 7:30, we can get anywhere from 40 to 60 or more kids. So that's why it's imperative that everybody's in place by 7:30, because I'm already taking a chance that something's not gonna happen in that 15-minute window. And then, like I told you before, the question is, do you have enough people in place based on the number of students that you have in the cafeteria? Okay, so that's why I'm just, I know I was just 1 minute late. That ain't the point. The agreement was that we were going to be in place at the time, because I don't want 1 minute to turn into 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes to turn into 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden, this thing we've lost. And I know this is something that you all have been wanting, and we're trying to be accommodating, and it's something that I know you all want to continue, because we're just on a trial basis now. And I know it helps, and we wanted to help, especially you mothers. I know it helps you, and we wanted to help you, but I'm not going to sacrifice supervision. Y'all know how I feel about supervision, but I'm not. But everybody do their part. This is something we can continue on, and it'll be great. So let's just, and I'll say this: thank y'all for the ones that's making it work. But let's just, if y'all just be where we're supposed to be, then it's a non-issue. If you have not already, on your TEKS, please go in and sign off on any of your TEKS stuff that's already been done. Okay? Some of y'all, I kind of briefly checked the artifacts. You're doing a good job with those artifacts, and I appreciate that. I just spot checked a couple of them, and it was good. I think Ms. Andrews, I looked at yours. You were right on. Who else? Somebody had, Ms. Brooker, had the technology sign-in sheet, a little quick thing of what it was, and I checked some others, and that's just staff development. So I think we're good. I think we're on the right track. And at the end of the year, we can just sign off on those things and be done with it. Portfolios, with some of us, I don't know why we're still having issues with portfolios. Portfolios are living, breathing documents. They should be available whenever requested, because you have to bring, when we have a parent conference, I have some portfolios that's due out to me. I know I'm looking at my senior failure sheet, and the only ones I have portfolios from for my senior failures is Miss Ferris. So I should already have portfolios. I've been hesitating about sending out emails because I said, well, they don't get them to me, but I guess I'm gonna have to individually address the people that own me portfolios. But y'all know if you fail, just send me a portfolio, I'll look at it, make any adjustments, and then I'll get it back to you. But that's just something we've been doing, y'all, for time and time and time and time again. And parent contacts, please keep that parent contact log information, because that's your number 10 standard. And we want to certainly make sure our parent contacts are up to date. Schoology and Google Classroom. The IFs and the technology department introduced that Google Classroom. And if that's something you're looking at and that's something you want to use in your classroom, I don't have a problem with that. But you don't use Google Classroom in lieu of Schoology, because Schoology was the management system that we agreed to use that would go in place of Blue Notebooks. So for me, Schoology is, I'm looking at your Schoology account, looking for those 10 standards. So when we do the summative assessments, I'm not asking you for those big notebooks. So that was the whole purpose of Schoology. Now, some of the teachers have taken it a lot further and used it for their classes and do all of that, which is great. And if you want to do Google Classroom, you feel better doing that, that's fine. But you don't stop doing Schoology, because for us, Schoology was for the management and keeping up with, to fulfill those 10 standards, as opposed to when we did away with the notebooks. So that's where our documentation is in the Schoology. So is that about clear as mud? I told when technology first brought it over here, I didn't want that confusion to happen, and I knew it would. I knew it would. And we introduced Schoology at the beginning of the year, and they came with Google Classroom around September, October. And I told them, well, we'll do parts of it, but I just didn't want to conflict the teachers. And I think some teachers were asked to, well, just try it in your class, and then some misunderstanding happens, which I knew it would. So just to clear things up, one has nothing to do with the other. If you want to continue using Schoology in your classroom, that's great. If you want to use Google Classroom in your classroom, that's great. But the management part that we agreed on at the beginning of the year is still, that's what when I'm looking for the standards, I'm on Schoology, okay? So just didn't want to confuse anybody on that. I know they put up some samples. We were in the principal's meeting the other day, and they put up some samples on Google Classroom. They just happened to pull up Mr. Wiltshire. I mean, he had that thing. That thing was Google Classroom on steroids. I mean, I didn't know what. I mean, and it was kind of bad because they were pulling samples up, and then they pulled yours up, and yours went boom, and Doc was like, "Whose is that?" I mean, so I know you're doing a great, matter of fact, you're going to have to do some training. And I think you got that thing down pretty good.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to have to, so at the end of the year, if some people want, and it'll be your choice. If some people want to use one, that's great. We got people, I know Seth uses it, and Ms. Gardner, I know we got people that's using it. So if we want some training, but I know, I happen to see his, and it is, I mean, it's all over the place. In a good way. So we may get you to do some training or something on that. All right, anything for me? I know we got the printers on our radar. Anything else going on?
When First Lunch dismisses, could y'all, we talked about this in our department, but nobody, the L shape coming down our hall when they leave and turn the corner to come by my room and Miss Lemon's, if they could not come that way during the lunch chain, when fifth period and lunch is going on, there's nobody watching that part because we're in class.
I'm trying.
When the first lunch is leaving, and then we're still in class for 20 more minutes. And some days we don't even notice it, but some days it's just wide open, and, you know, they make that turn before they come, you know, then they
Right.
gotta come down
Well,
our
we
hall.
put
Would
the-
there be any way, I know we've got that thing, but then we're in the middle of class,
Right, right, right.
so,
Right. Well, we put the officers, and you're right, because that's the one time that we put the officers in there. I've got somebody in lunch detention, I'll just tell that person to step out. of the
Okay.
room. You just talking about changes, so they don't turn and come down.
if they could just not do it just that one time.
Right.
Well, the other time, we hadn't had any problems since we put up the little mirror and
Right,
things.
right.
We hadn't had any trouble, but
Okay.
just that lunchtime, that would help us out.
Okay.
And really, it's only been 1 or 2 days where it's just got,
Just
we're like,
noticing.
oh my goodness,
Yeah,
what's going
yeah.
on, but.
Okay.
if
All right,
you
I'll
could
tell
check on
that, the one of the lunch detentions, when the bell rings, just stay there for a few minutes.
Okay,
and
thank you.
We'll try to do that. Any other issues or anything? All right, thank y'all.